Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. It is the annual MIHL showcase, which usually held annually at the Kennedy Recreation Center in the Detroit suburb of Trenton. And coming up are the games that I'm going to be goal judging. Before we begin, if you like what you see here, please make sure you boop the like button, consider and subscribing to the channel. It's free to do, and to have the bell notifications on the all setting for future content. Also, please feel free to follow me for more on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. Before we head to the rink, here are the games that I'm going to be goal judging, and I'm marking the games that I'm going to be marking it with a check mark. And the first game you see here is the Utica Eisenhower versus Mattawan. As for my high school alma mater, Trenton Trojans varsity hockey team, I've got both games that I'm goal judging. After all, I'm one of the originals. On the last day of the MIHL showcase, I got the Riverview Gabriel Shard Pioneers taking on Northville. And without further ado, let's head to the rink. Here was the current temperatures, and it was 16 degrees. We have now arrived at the Kennedy Recreation Center, and an MIHL showcase has already started. And what I'm seeing right now is Traverse City Central and some other hockey team that's actually playing. And currently with 7 to go left in the second period in this game, by the score of 4-1. And what I'm seeing right now is the Traverse City West versus Plymouth. With 8 minutes to go in the second period, it is a scoreless tie. After 2 periods of play, Traverse City is leading this one by the score of 5-2. The winner of this game is Traverse City Central 6 and Midland Dow 4. Here's your moment of Zen. Now, here are both Mattawan and Utica Eisenhower getting ready for today's game. Coming up next will be the final results. And what I just noticed over here, that there was a new scoreboard that was recently installed. We have a winner, and Utica Eisenhower have won it by the score of 4-1 in this game. With Friday's temperature currently at 14 degrees, according to the forecast, it was 0 degrees Fahrenheit. And this was prior to puck drop. I'm back at Kennedy Recreation Center, and what I'm showing you now is the silent auction. And from those of you that are unfamiliar what a silent auction is, what you see here is you would sign your name and what you're bidding on. And now it's time for Friday's action, and what I'm seeing is Detroit Catholic Central Shamrocks CC taking on Calumet. With 13:38 to go in the second period, CC is leading Calumet by the score of 1-0. As you can see here, I'm watching the Howell versus Escanaba. And right now, in the first period with 3 minutes to go, it is scoreless. Right now, I'm checking the Howell in St. Francis. Currently, with 2 minutes to go in the first period, it is 1-0 in favor of Howell. Next, I checked out Alpena versus De La Salle. With 15 minutes to go in the first period in this one, the Wildcats lead De La Salle by the score of 1-0. I apologize that I couldn't even show you the rest of the silent auction because there was a lot of music playing and I didn't want to risk of copyright. And we have a winner. It is 4-0 in favor of Detroit Catholic Central CC Shamrocks. Now it's time for the Trenton Trojans taking on St. Edward. Here come the Trojans as they get ready to take on their first game in the MIHL Showcase. After one period of play, Trenton leads St. Edwards by the score of 2-1. With first intermission underway with the Trenton game, I'm checking out the Riverview Gabriel Shard Pioneers taking on Marquette. Right now, with 13 minutes to go in the first period, the game is scoreless. All I can say that the first two periods were action-packed, and after 2 periods of play, Trenton leads it by the score of 6-1 in this one. As the Trenton game is in second intermission, I'm checking out the Riverview Gabriel Shard versus Marquette. With 7:32 to go in the second period, Marquette is leading the Gabriel Shard Pioneers by the score of 3-0 in this one. From an action-packed game, the Trenton Trojans varsity hockey team have won it by the score of 7-1 in this one. As for Saturday's game, it is currently 14 degrees, and what you're seeing here is the map of the temps during the game time. With the Trenton varsity Trojans game, it was 19 degrees. As for the Riverview Gabriel Shard varsity Pioneers hockey game, it was 17 degrees. It goes to show us that it gets extremely cold up here. Next, we have the THS varsity Trojans taking on Byron Center. In fact, Trenton will be serving as the road team. Here come the Trojans as they play their last game of the MIHL Showcase as they prepare to take on Byron Center. Here are both of the teams warming up. After one period of play, the Trenton Trojans are trailing Byron Center by the score of 2-1. After 2 periods of play, the Trojans trailed Byron Center by the score of 4-3. That's the end of the game, and Trenton lost by the score of 6-3 over Byron Center. Next up is my last game of the showcase. It features the Riverview Gabriel Shard Pioneers varsity team taking on Northville. And here are the Pioneers with the Northville Broncos getting ready for the game. After one period of play, the Northville Mustangs lead the Gabriel Shard Pioneers by the score of 1-0. It was a very physical second period, and the score is now tied at 1. With second intermission underway, I checked out the Brighton versus Capital City. With 14 minutes to go in the second period in this one, Brighton leads it by the score of 3-0. Now I'm checking out the Orchard Lake St. Mary's and St. Francis. With 13 minutes to go in the second period, Orchard Lake St. Mary's leads St. Francis by the score of 2-1. That's the hockey game. The Riverview Gabriel Shard are victorious by the score of 5-2 in this one. Let me know in the comments on what you think about the MIHL Showcase. I'd like to take a moment by saying thank you for watching. Have a magical day or night. May the force be with you, and see you next time.